Okay, so we're going to start modeling the cam mechanism. So first I'm going to start with the variable. So I'll call this a diameter, and so it could be anything we want it to be, angle, length, number, and then we're going to hit check. So that's going to be the basis of our diameter with the circle. So I'm actually going to model everything in the top view, so I'm not going to worry about the other plane. I'm going to actually rename this as the cam mechanism, and then we'll create a box, and then we'll do the assembly. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my top view right here, and then I'm going to sketch on the top plane, and I'm going to make all of my cams on this plane right here. So my first one's going to be a circle, so I'm going to start with a circle, and then I'm going to have another hole for the circle, a circle, and a circle, and I'm going to go ahead and dimension that. So the outside diameter is going to be that diameter, so I'm going to put D, so 1.5, enter, and then the inside is going to be the hole. So all of the holes are going to be 3/16 of an inch. Okay, 3/16 of an inch. Okay, looks pretty good. And then we're going to go ahead and extrude that here. It's going to be about 3/16 of an inch. So we're going to keep everything 3/16 of an inch just for the sake of it's all being the same. I'm going to check that, and I'm going to go down to part 1, rename the part as the circle cam, and then I'm going to edit the appearance for this. I'm going to make this gray. Looks nice. Okay. The next one we're going to do is the concentric cam. So I'm going to still sketch for this top plane. I'm going to make it all across the top plane. And for the concentric cam, we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to do a circle. And actually, if you want to make sure that kind of lines up, you can hover over that. And I think, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then we're going to have another circle that's going to be, I believe, vertical from here to here. So let me check to make sure I can do that. There we go. So the line kind of lights up. So that's like an automatic constraint, and then we're going to go ahead and constrain this. Dimension this. So I'm going to make that circle, this one right here. Okay. This is going to be the hole, 3/16 of an inch. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and make this circle right here. Hopefully that didn't change that. Let's see. This one is going to be the diameter. So let's hope that doesn't change. If it does, we're going to have to... okay, nope, that's pretty good. So now we want the distance between the center of the circle to the hole to be, I believe, the formula is going to be... Come on. It's going to be 0.25. So 0.25 times D, the diameter. So click and then enter. Okay, so that means if you were to change the diameter, the ratio of the distance of the center and the hole will stay the same. All right, so now we're going to extrude this to be 3/16 of an inch. So I'm going to make this 3/16 of an inch, not 13, 3/16, and then I'm going to check. Okay, so and I'm going to edit the appearance for this part 2. So okay, I just made that blue, and I'm going to rename this as the concentric cam. And then we're going to go ahead and make the pear cam in a second here. Okay, so Okay, so for my pear cam, I'm going to do a third sketch right here, and I'm going to just draw it on the right hand side. I'm going to start with a circle and try to just kind of line it up here. Okay, here's the circle, and then I'm going to draw another circle that is going to be right about here. Make it a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to draw two tangent lines. And I'm going to constrain that as well from this circle, so make sure it lights up to this circle. And we're going to constrain it here in a second. And then we're going to click this line to this circle right here. And then that. Okay. So now I'm going to go to my tangents constraint, and I'm going to make this line tangent to this circle, and then this line tangent to this circle, and then this line to this, and then this line to this. Okay, and it should all snap up nicely just like that. And to double check, you can go to show constraints, and then all the tangents will pop up. Okay, now let's dimension this. Okay, so the first circle right here is going to have a diameter of half of the diameter. So it's going to be half times diameter. So whatever your diameter is, we're going to hit enter. And then the second circle is going to be the diameter. So I'm going to click the second circle right here. And this is going to be the diameter. So it's going to be, okay, come on. So this is going to be D for diameter. Okay, I'm going to hit enter. All right, so now the distance between the center of the two circles will have a ratio or a distance of half times the diameter, and then we're going to hit enter here. Okay, and then I need a hole, right? So to make my hole, I'm going to just draw a little hole here, and I'm going to dimension that to be 3/16. Okay, now I'm going to extrude this. You can delete the lines inside if you want to, but I'm actually just going to keep it. Not a big deal. Okay, but just be careful and make sure the parts that you want selected is all shaded in. So the circle isn't selected. We're going to make this 3/16 of an inch. We're going to go check. So now I'm going to assign a color to this and then change the name. Okay, so I'm going to make it green like a pear, and then I'm going to rename this as the pear cam. Pear cam. Let's capitalize cam. Enter. All right, the next cam that we're gonna make will be a hex cam. So we're gonna just do it right here in the same spot. I'm gonna do it on the top plane, go up to my inscribe polygon, and it's going to be a hexagon. So I'm gonna try to just do it like right here. Just so it kind of lines up. Okay, so this is, oops, 6. All right, so now that it's 6, okay, and then we're going to dimension the diameter of this hex right here. So let's go from here to here. It's going to be, let's see, I'm going to make this a D. Let's go enter. Oh, that's too big. Let's do half. 0.5 times D. Oh, yes. Because we want the radius. Okay, that makes sense. So let's do half times diameter. Okay. Actually, I don't want to dimension that. So that's not the diameter. Let's do, for this one, let's see real quick. We're going to actually dimension from the center to the circle right here. So let's do from here to here. so that we have the diameter. Let's see from here to here. Yeah. Okay, so the diameter now it can be D. Okay, let's see if that works. A little bit better. Okay, much better. So we want to go from the center to the circle. Diameter is 1.5. So then now, what we're going to do next is put the hole in the middle. And that's going to be 3/16 of an inch, and then we'll extrude that out. So, okay, so then now we're going to dimension this part. So I made the circle, I'm going to dimension that, and this is going to be 3/16. Okay, and then extrude. So let's extrude that to be 3/16 of an inch. Oops, what the heck? Okay, I think I got that. Okay, so then 3/16 of an inch. And we're going to accept that. And I'm going to, okay, so now what I'm going to have to do, because this is at a rough edge, I'm going to have to fillet the edges so that it's one continuous smooth surface so that your follower can spin on that. Okay, so I'm going to round it out. I think 0.1 is what I like to use, and then I'm going to just kind of go around and do all the sides or the edges. Do this side, and I'm going to do this side. Okay, and what this does is it makes one continuous face around the hex. So I'm going to accept that, and I'm going to edit this appearance. Let's make this purple, and then let's rename this to a hex cam, and then we'll move on to the next. Okay, so the fifth cam we're going to make is going to be the pear cam. So I'm going to actually create a point in the for the center here. Okay, and I'm going to create 3 construction lines. To the right, going to create another construction line to the left, and downwards. Okay, so I had to zoom in a little bit, but we had to make sure it snaps on that, and then our horizontal constraint needs to pop up. So we're going to go to the right. We're going to go to the left. So make sure this lights up. Go to the left. Make sure your horizontal constraint shows up, and then we're going to go down. Okay, my constraint is going to show up. Oh, there you go. Perfect. So perpendicular to that, so it kind of lights up, and then the last line is going to go straight up. Okay, and I'm going to put a point in the center of this line right here. So all I'm going to do is just hover on the line, and a blue box should show up showing that's the center. So I'm going to put a point in the center. And then I'm going to start dimensioning it. So we're going to dimension from the top point to this point. Okay, so that's going to be 0.5 times the diameter. Okay, zoom back out, and then the next is going to be 5/16. So this length right here is going to be 5/16 of a diameter. So we're going to do 5/16 times the diameter. Enter. And then this is going to be 7/16 times the diameter. So this length right here is going to be 7/16 times the diameter. And then the line right here is going to be 3/8 times the diameter. So 3/8 times the diameter. Okay, so if you were to change the diameter, everything should change accordingly. So the next thing I'm going to do is going to use a 3-point arc, and I'm going to start drawing my the snail part. So I'm going to click here, click this point here, and then snap that point here. And then we're going to go to the top one. So the top, bottom, snap the point here. And then now you're going to draw the circle in the center. So I'm going to go to circle, click on my circle right here that I have. Just going to light up. Okay, so I just drew that circle, and then I'm going to dimension the circle. It's going to be 3/16. So all the holes are the same size. And then now I should be able to extrude it. So I'm going to go ahead and extrude it, and it's going to be everything except that circle, right? And it's going to be 3/16 of an inch. Okay, so 3/16 of an inch, and then hit check. Okay, and then I have my snail. I'm going to rename it as the snail cam, and then I'm going to assign the material to this. Oops. And then assign the color to that. So then now I'm going to accept this, and I'm going to have to fillet some edges. So this right here is a really sharp corner. So what we're going to do is we're going to fillet this edge right here. But we're going to actually, oh yeah, so it actually did it. So it's going to make it a nice smooth edge. I'm going to keep it at, trying to keep it all the same. 0.1 should do it. Okay, make a knife low, and then I'm going to have to fillet it again for this corner right here. So cut that. Okay, and then we'll do 0.1. And you might have to adjust it later based on, you know, what it works now. So now it's like one continuous fluid, smooth surface. Okay, our last cam is going to be the heart cam. So I'm going to draw it over here. It's going to be 2 circles. Okay, and they're going to be intersecting. So 1 circle right here, and then I'm going to make sure it's lines up. Okay, another circle here. We'll dimension it in a second. And then I'm going to put a another circle here as well. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is draw a construction circle in the center, and it's going to be bigger than all of that. Okay, and I'm going to go to tangent. I'm going to make this circle tangent to this circle, and then this circle is going to be tangent to this circle, and then this circle is going to be tangent to this part of the circle. Okay. Alright, so then now I'm going to draw a tangent line from this circle to this circle. And then I'm going to draw another tangent line from this circle to this circle. And I'm going to make sure that it's tangent with each other. So I'm going to use this line, this circle, this line, this circle. Okay, and then I'm going to keep doing that on the other side. So make sure my tangent's highlighted, and I'm going to go this circle with this line, and then the same with this circle, and then with this line. Actually, first let's make this circle. Let's make the center line up with this first. The center with this. There we go. That's better. Okay, so then now after that, we're going to put the circle in the center. So that's going to be the whole of your cam heart. Okay, so now let's start dimensioning. First thing is I'm going to make this outer circle be the size of the diameter, which is 1.5. Okay. Okay, actually, we're going to have to create a line here first. So let's make this line come up here. Okay. And then let's turn that into a construction line. Here. Okay. And now let's, no, I think we can dimension that. So from here to here, there you go. This is going to be, it's going to be the diameter divided by 8. That's what it says. Okay. And we're going to do the other side as well. So this to here should also be diameter divided by 8. Okay, let's see. Yep. Make sure that's right. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to go from this to this. That's not right. Okay, so the distance from this point to this point is going to be, let's see, what did I have it as? Diameter divided by 5. So it's going to be the diameter divided by 5. Okay, that looks better. And so then now we're going to, the other side should be the same, but just to double check, let's make sure it's the same. Oops, there you go. Diameter divided by 5. Okay, yeah, it's the same. Okay, so we don't want to put that on. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and then we should be good. All right, so now the next thing that we have, I don't believe this is tangent, so I'm going to have to change that to tangent. Okay, so yeah, so now it should be tangent. So we show constraints. It's going to let me know that everything is tangent and constricted. Okay, so we got a few more dimensions. Okay, I'm going to dimension this circle to this circle is going to be diameter divided by 2 minus diameter. I might have to put some parentheses on this, divided by 20. Okay. Yeah, the diameter divided by 2 divided by diameter times 20. Okay. Let's see if that's right. Okay, and then this circle is the whole, so we know that this is going to be 3/16 of an inch. And then this circle is going to be diameter divided by 10. So we're going to do diameter divided by 10. Okay, so that won't work. It's okay. Let's see, what was this? Okay, so it's just gonna, it should force that to be the same. Yes, that is diameter divided by 10, so 0.15. Okay, that's good. So, so now we're gonna extrude this right here. Should be good. And this is going to be extruded to be 3/16 of an inch, and I'm gonna rename it, and I'm gonna color it red. Okay, so rename it Heart Cam and then color it red. and then you should have your cam. So the very last thing you're going to do is you're going to actually smooth out this edge right here. So we're going to fill it. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to click this right here, and it should, yep, it should go up just like that. I think 0.2 should be good for that. Yeah, so if you want to play around with the heart, you can make it a lot easier, I mean a lot smoother or not, but 0.2 looks really good here, so I'm just going to keep that. Okay, and that's it. We are done with all of our cams.